Louisiana beer reviews, Soul Beer. First, let me say I'm still trying to figure out who the two people were that sent me messages on June 9th or 10th, private messages that I've stupidly and accidentally erased. I did find out the third person. So if you sent me a message on YouTube and I did not respond, it's because I erased them accidentally before I knew who you were, and I apologize. Please let me know if it's you, because I've been drove by that. It's driving me crazy. I want to shout out to the Beer King in California. Keep it going, Beer King. Alright, originally when this beer came out in 1899 in Mexico and was started by a German immigrant, no surprise there, it was called El Sol. In the 1920s, 1924 I think, it was changed to simply Sol. Today it's a Heineken product and it's brewed in Monterrey, Mexico. It's 4.5% alcohol. Gets a very poor rating on Rate Beer, gets a D+ on Beer Advocate. The bros gave it a D+. I gave it a B+, the one time I had it. These big bottles I haven't seen in Louisiana. I bought this in Texas, this quart. Alright, well, try to be open-minded. Hopefully it's not skunked. You know, clear bottle, you run that risk. Clear green bottle. And let's get started. Alright. No smoke. Now a little bit of smoke. So it's called Soul Beer for a reason, because it's very sunny. Look how that's setting up right there. That might mean it's skunked when you get that kind of situation going on. It's not an adjunct lager, no matter what they say on Beer Advocate. It's made with barley malt, water, hops, and yeast. Okay? These Mexican beers generally do not have adjuncts. Okay, it has a thin white head and a very clear straw, yellow straw appearance, and it's very clear and bright. That's why it's called Sun Beer. Okay, time for the smell test. I don't really pick up any skunk at all. The only thing I'm smelling is sweet barley malt. Lightly roasted barley malt. That's all I'm getting. Maybe a little bit of hop spiciness. It's very similar to most Mexican beers, which in my opinion means it's good, because I like Mexican beers. Alright, well, look at all those bubbles streaming up. I mean, a lot of bubbles streaming up the glass. Now, the taste test. One more. Up front, you just get a straight beer flavor, very light maltiness, water, some stinging from the carbonation, a little bit of hops, though they are there for balancing. It's not a hoppy beer, but they do balance the beer out. But then when the aftertaste comes in, you really get this cracker, breadiness, rush of barley. Of course, the body is light, as you'd imagine. So it has a very light and watery mouthfeel. It's really nice seeing all these bubbles going up. I'll say that again. The finish is crisp, clean, mostly dry, but once again, these Mexican beers tend to not be as dry as American lagers. That might have something to do with the adjunct not being there, you know, the corn and the rice. Yes, it's on the lighter side. 4.5% alcohol is typical beer is a typical beer alcohol content. And Mexican beers tend to be lighter bodied. Some people say they're bland. I don't really think they're bland. They're just different. Everything is not an IPA. Everything's not a double chocolate stout. Okay? There are different styles of beer. Variety is the spice of life. Okay, so everything doesn't have to be the same. Everything doesn't have to taste like mud or bananas. Sometimes it's okay if beer simply tastes like beer. And this tastes like beer, and if you like beer, then you should like this. If you like raisins and prunes and coriander, you may not like this. But I'm a beer enthusiast. I like the taste of beer, and I'm really enjoying this. And I'm very happy that it's not skunked. So, this is good. Laissez le bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll. And I'm going to end this review by saying, y'all come on down to New Orleans late.